everyone. So I want to do a practice on exercises, yoga poses that increase bone density. All of us lose bone density as we get older, as much as 2% a year. So we really want to, try to thwart that so that it doesn't become osteopenia or osteoporosis. So here are some exercises that are suggested. I have already warmed up today. I've already done some yoga. So I would ask you to pause this video while you warm up with your own exercises, or by going to one of mine that are online, Yoga Bobbe. There's lots of warm-up exercises. Almost every practice has a warm-up to start it. And then come back and we will proceed with poses to increase bone density. So welcome, take a big inhale, look up, exhale, look down. Now reach way out, let your fingertips touch the side walls. Reach up and down. And one more, up and down. And then just take a nice little empty coat sleeve twist from side to side. And come on back to your mat, to your mountain pose. Close your eyes, disconnect from the outside world. Come right here onto your mat. Let's come to the top of the mat. So, take your block, bring it to the outside of your left foot. Come up to your mountain pose. Step back, big step with your right foot. Let it land on an angle. Come to warrior two. So feel the weight on the outside of that right foot. Feel your shoulders coming right over your hips. Reach your arms, stretch way out, sink into that left knee. Let it head toward the left side of your mat. Look straight forward and then turn for your warrior two. Now bring your left hand to the block. Let your knee come over your ankle. If you have to scoot your foot forward so that your knee doesn't come over your toes, do that. Lift your arm and bring it close to your ear. Side angle pose. Drop your hips down. And then bring your hand to the mat. Turn your foot forward. Push off with that foot and bring it up to meet the left. And back to your mountain pose. Switch your block to the other side. Take a big step back with your left foot for warrior two on that side. Reach your arms out, sink into your knee, look over your front fingers, let your knee head out to the right. Bring your hand down, let your knee come over your ankle, sink deeply. You might have to scoot your front foot forward. Turn your chest to the side wall. Bring your arm up and over. Reach your fingertips toward the front wall. Drop your hips down. Side angle pose. Bring your hand to the mat and turn your foot forward. Bring your left foot up to meet the right. Slowly come up. And take an inhale. Exhale. Again, step back with the right foot. Bring your block to the outside of your left foot. Come to your warrior two. Straighten your leg for triangle. Reach forward. Bring your hand down to the block. Lift your right arm. Make sure both legs are straight. The back foot is on an angle. Position your head. Wrap your left buttock under so your chest and your hips come more squarely to the front, to the side of the room. to the wall. Think about your hips being stacked. And hold and breathe. Then we're going to come into reverse triangle. So that involves your hips. Bring your hand down, your right hand, turn your foot, your right heel so that your foot is forward. Bring your block to the inside of your foot and turn your hips so they're now facing down toward your mat. Bring your right hand onto the block. Lift your left arm up and begin to turn your hips and your shoulders. Your arm reaches up. Your legs are straight. Your chest turns toward the side wall and you position your head. Breathe. And then bring your hand down. Put your block aside. Bring your right foot up to meet the left. And then bring your block next to your right foot. Come on up. So let's do that on the other side. Take a step back with your left foot. Let it land on an angle. Come to warrior two. Straighten for triangle. Reach forward. Bring your hand down. Lean on your block. Lift your left arm. Turn your hips and your shoulders. Wrap your right buttock under. Position your head. And then let's come to reverse triangle on this side. So bring your block to the inside of your foot. Your hips turn, your back foot turns, then your left hand comes onto the block. Your right arm lifts as your chest and your hips turn to the right. Keep both legs straight. Reach up and turn. Position your head and breathe. Bring your hand down. Put your block aside and step back to downward dog. Come down onto the mat, chaturanga. And we'll do locust pose. So, let your forehead touch the mat. Let your toenails touch the mat. Bring your arms to your sides with the palms up. Now press down into your pubic bone. Lift your head and shoulders. Lift your legs. Lift your arms. Locust pose. Your gaze is down toward your mat. Breathe. Just hold here and breathe. Keep your breath coming, filling, and emptying. Let's hold for 3, 2, and 1. Push back to table. Cross your ankles. Push back to seated pose. Come down onto your back. For bridge pose. Come on down. Tuck your shoulder blades under, bend your elbows, let your fingertips point up. Press down into your feet and upper arms and lift your hips. Breathe. So in your bridge pose, think of the strength in your back as you form an arch. Think of your arms supporting you, your upper arms. Think of your knees pushing forward and stretching out your thighs and the muscles around your knees. All of this adding to the strength of your body, the strength in your bones. Now come on down, grab a block, and come back up for supported bridge. So you're going to lift your hips, you're going to slide your block under at the second level. And just see if you maybe want to stretch your legs out for a moment and get a nice stretch through the front body, nice stretch through the hips. And then it's up to you. If you want to bend your knees and just enjoy this supported bridge, you can lift up and bring the block to the next highest level. You can hold onto the block and extend your legs. Just play with that for a moment. And if you have another block, you can put that under your heels. Bend your knees. Lift up. Take the block away. Now bring your knees up into your chest and roll around. So you give your lower back a nice little massage. Bring your feet to the mat. Drop your knees out to their own sides. Bring the soles of your feet together. Just let your knees drop down toward the floor. Bring your arms out to a T. And then roll your head. Look over one shoulder and then look over the other. Come on back to center. Bring your elbows into your sides. Bend your elbows, fingertips pointing up. Now press down into those upper arms and into the sides of your feet. Lift your hips up and hold here. This is a nice strengthener for all the muscles. And again, using your legs, using your back, using your arms to increase the strength. And slowly lower down. Bring your knees together. Wave them from side to side, giving your back again a nice little support. And then grab a strap. Come down onto your back. Bring your right knee in. Put that strap around the bottom of your right foot. And then straighten your leg. Let each side of the strap be held by one of your hands. Now straighten your leg. Feel some pressure on the bottom of your foot from the strap. And then just draw it in a little bit closer. Really feel that in the back of your leg. Your ankle is flexed. Hold and breathe. Now take the straps, both ends, in your right hand and lower your leg out to the right. Bring your toes up a little closer toward your shoulder and just hold here and breathe. Swing your leg back up. Bend your knee in, take the strap away, and just give that leg a nice little rotation in the hip joint, and then stretch it out. And then we do the other side. So bring your left knee in. Put the strap around the bottom of your foot. Lift your leg straight up. You're holding on to the strap with one hand on each side. Your right leg is stretched out. You're not going to let that right leg come up off the floor. Bring the left leg in closer. Maybe a little closer. Then take the straps in your left hand and lower your leg out to the left, all the way down to your edge, as close to the floor as is available to you. Remember, your right leg is staying on the mat. Don't let let it turn. Don't let it lift off. Pull your left toes up a little closer toward your shoulder. And then swing your leg back up, bend the knee, put the strap aside. Little rotation of that knee in the hip joint. And then stretch your leg out. Let your body rest. Come into Shavasana. Close your eyes. Now, if you can do this practice twice a day, that will make a difference in your bone density. Take some nice deep breaths here. Let go of your body. Let it rest. Nothing more to do. And then just bring your attention to your breath and let that be your sole focus, the subject of your attention, just your breath. When you get distracted by other things, other thoughts, just acknowledge the distraction and then come back to your breath. And just stay there for as long as you want, letting your body rest, balance, and I wish you namaste.